Well folks, I think I found it. I think I found the worst add-on for Microsoft Flight Sim. Now before we get into it, to stop me from getting sued, I'd like to say this is just my opinion. It might be completely wrong, but take this as my opinion. I'm going to say I do not recommend this product. I've only brought it to fly around for myself and to review it for you guys, so you don't have to. Today I'm taking a look at the C-130 exterior by Captain Sim. That probably says enough there. Let's get right into it. I've just come back from a holiday and I woke up on Facebook to some information about the C-130. Intrigued, I bought it for $15 which came in at around 12 UK pounds. And it is quite possibly, well, to sum it up, it's certainly interesting. I don't recommend it. Let's see what they say on their website, shall we? So we're on the Captain Sim website now. As you can see, Captain Exterior. What could that mean? Well, take it as it is. It just means you're getting the external model. No cockpit. That's right, we've gone back. I can't actually remember a time where I've brought an add-on without a cockpit. I've just been trying to trace back my memory to FSX, and I even think some of the little freeware projects, they had somewhat of a rudimental cockpit, but there was still a cockpit there. You still had some gauges. If you have your home cockpit, then you turn on that setting that would get rid of the virtual cockpit, but there'd still always be the option. We've gone back about 30 years here, but even then we were still working with some sort of cockpit. I dare say we even had the cockpit before we had external models. So I don't actually know where this fits in this kind of weird Twilight Zone timeline of Microsoft Flight Sim products, frankly, because I don't think it does. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you can tell me of a bit of payware where you brought it without a cockpit, but that's certainly interesting. They say it's a highly detailed and accurate digital replica of the C-130E Hercules. Is it? There's no proper sound, the only sound we get is default stock sounds, edited slightly I believe. There's no cockpit, the physics are poor. Is this highly accurate or am I missing something here? Cockpit and cabin with 3D windows and pilots. Oh yes, but this is in the exterior, so are we talking about what's outside? You can see the cockpit. Or are we talking about when you enter the cockpit using the likes of drone camera? You've got a low poly model inside there with a Microsoft Flight Sim pilot randomly clipped into there. I think that's what they're talking about here. Let's go over onto the sim. So welcome here to RAF Brize Norton, a base where the C-130 used to operate from by the RAF. I believe still does, but I believe they're being retired now. Of course, the C-130 is an aircraft that's actually pretty old. I think it's getting close to 70 years old now. Of course, there's plenty of more modern variants, but I'm pretty sure this aircraft is coming up to its 70th anniversary. Now, I struggled to take off, and I don't know why this is, and I guess I'll never know because I can't see the cockpit, so I can't see what's going wrong. But it doesn't take off for me. Now, I don't think this is the general standard because I've seen videos of people taking off with it, and it's something to do with my throttle quadrant and reverse thrust being set. So eventually I just gave up and turned to slew mode to put me into the approach at Brize Norton, and as you can see, the flight model, to say the least, is interesting. They say it's a custom flight model. It seems to be, because I've never seen anything like it. It's all over the place. Now maybe it's because I can't see inside the cockpit and I can't fly it like a proper pilot would. I'm flying it outside, like I'm on some sort of Just Cause game. By the way, great game if you do play that. So I can't really comment on the flight model because I'm not getting an authentic feel from it. I'm only looking outside and that's awkward enough. But I would say it's not realistic. If we're not getting a realistic cockpit, then by far we're not getting any realistic flight model. Or even realistic systems. Systems wise, the one thing I would credit them for is animations. They're pretty good. The gear animations are nice and the door does open as well. That's about it. There is also a repaint kit, so if you want to make your own liveries, you can do that. But I mean, it's Captain Sim, what could I expect? As I said, I don't recommend you buy it. It's your choice at the end of the day. And of course, because it is a review and I don't want to get sued, I've put the buy link in the description. If paying $15 for an external model of an aircraft is for you, then go for it. But at the end of the day, I'm a YouTube content creator with a quite large audience. It's my job to look out for you guys, it really is. I'm not going to be recommending bad products. I'm only going to be recommending products I see that are fit for you guys to spend money on. At the end of the day, for me, $15 can be covered quite easily by the money I generate off YouTube. In all honesty, it doesn't affect me, but it affects those people that don't have that much disposable income. And in a world where budgets are being tighter because of events outside of the general person's control, we do have to look out for each other. I don't want to get too philosophical here, but it is important that we spend our money in the right place. And I'm afraid this is just disastrous. This is not it. Now, I guarantee I'll get some people in the comments complaining about me spending my money to buy this, to make this review, but at the end of the day, if I didn't buy it, many of you guys would have bought it. Or maybe bought it. I'm not saying you would have, but you might have bought it. And that to me is worse. As you've seen through this video, I prefer to spend the money to help you guys out than let you guys spend money on something that I don't think is a very good product. That's just my thought and my opinion at the end of the day. I might be very wrong, I might be very right. Leave your thoughts down below. The only thing that's moderately impressive about this plane is the interior. Well, the ramp and the bay area, the cargo bay. It looks pretty nice, as you'll see towards the end of the video. And I guess if you're taking it word for word and happy paying $15 for the exterior model on a flight simulator, which should never be considered really, then you are getting what they describe it as. So you can't really fault them for that. At the end of the day, they're selling us the exterior and you're getting the exterior. But I'm afraid that exterior should not be sold on Microsoft Flight Sim. That's not how you do it anymore. You know, I don't think that's ever how anyone has done it. This is a flight simulator for flying planes, not a static aircraft simulator for looking at them. And I mean, look at the textures, they're not even that good, are they really? Inside's alright, outside pretty bad. There we have it. Yeah, Captain Sim, they've got a name, but being a family-friendly channel, I'm not going to release the nickname. I'm sure someone will put it down in the comments. It's disappointing, but it's expected. That's all from me today, guys. As you can see, I'm sounding quite deflated. I don't like to do bad reviews, but at times it's got to be done. It's just not great. So stay tuned on my channel for some slightly brighter Microsoft Flight Sim news, and of course the likes of the BAE 146 and PMDG 737 coming soon. Pretty bad add-ons like this will get levelled out. From me today, I'll see you around. Last few things I want to say: a big thank you to my first class channel members. They get a shout out on the screen now, but from me today, that is all. I'll see you around. Good day.